he does what any savvy operator does in a situation of oppression. He plays his hand very close to the vest.
Nowhere is this extreme caution more evident than in the response of Jesus to Roman taxation. No popular leader can abide the bitterly resented tax. But outspoken resistance means certain crucifixion. Jesus deftly avoids this trap, and in so doing, delivers one of his most brilliant proverbs.
Render unto Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. Matthew 22:21.
What might he have intended by that? From his view, I think he believed that all things belong to God. But in the sense of someone who also knows what's at stake politically, if you come out in public and say, let's get rid of Rome, it's the perfect answer. People who know him and know what he's talking about recognize the revolutionary potential of the message. People who are Roman collaborators say, no problem, pay your taxes to the state. This guy's not somebody we need to worry about.
It is clear that Jesus must be wary of Rome. But his behavior suggests that he may also be concealing revolutionary activity.
He speaks in veiled language in public. He moves from place to place. He keeps several hideouts and safe houses. And nobody but his inner circle knows where he is.
Although Jesus did not himself bear arms, some of the apostles clearly do.
Some members of his inner circle were armed. At one point in the Gospel of Luke, Jesus actually says to them, okay, how many pieces have you got? And they count them. We know that when Jesus was arrested, not only were some of his followers armed, they used those arms. There was an altercation. Apparently somebody was wounded. So we know that some people were packing, as they say.
After Jesus is arrested, he is sentenced not to stoning, the punishment for a religious crime, but to crucifixion, the punishment for sedition, for a crime against the Roman Empire. The exact nature of Jesus' crime remains unknown to this day, but the Romans clearly suspect him of kingly aspirations. The crown of thorns that a Roman centurion mockingly places on his head is cruel evidence of this. So too is the titulus, or sign, that Pontius Pilate has tacked at the top of the cross. In 3 languages it reads, King of the Jews.
Pilate is signaling here, and I think that titulus is historical. Jesus is a political threat. He's claiming to be the legitimate political ruler of the Judean state, of all Jews.
It appears to many that Jesus is advocating something that goes distinctly beyond social or religious revolution. Something that, at least in the eyes of Rome, poses a direct challenge to its rule.
Jesus' ministry, as we call it now, no matter how we construe it, no matter what kind of theological articulation we give it, was at least historically on a collision course with Roman hegemony in the region. That Jesus was publicly executed as a criminal against the Roman state on the charge of sedition is no surprise.
Nor is it a surprise that his death fails to stop his ministry and the growing revolutionary fervor sweeping the Holy Land.